There's a special kind of connection that happens during meaningful conversations, not the surface level exchange of pleasantries or beginning of the day's small talk, not the quick catch up between busy schedules, but the kind where people are able to freely express themselves, to listen deeply, and to understand, where questions are real, where listening is genuine. This is the gift of conversation. Real conversation begins with genuine curiosity. It's when you ask a question, not to fill silence, but because you actually want to know the answer. How are you? Is expected, but what has surprised you lately? Opens something different. What do you think about that? Creates space for actual thinking. Tell me more, says your experience matters. Children are natural question askers. They ask why endlessly, not to be annoying, but because they're genuinely curious about how things work, why people make choices, what things mean. When we make space for real questions and answer them authentically, we're teaching children something profound, that curiosity is valued, that wondering out loud is safe, that not knowing is actually a doorway, not a dead end. But real conversation isn't one-sided. It requires people willing to answer authentically, to say, I don't know, instead of pretending certainty, to say, I'm struggling, instead of hiding difficulty, to share what's actually true instead of what sounds good. This is harder than we might think. We've been taught to have answers, to project confidence and capability and control. But the gift of conversation happens when someone is willing to be honest. When a parent tells their child, I'm not sure how to handle that, but let's figure it out together. When someone admits, I was wrong. When people say what they actually think instead of what they think others want to hear. Honest answers create safety. They give permission. They say, it's okay to not know everything. It's okay to be uncertain. It's okay to be human. Real conversation requires something we don't always offer: complete listening. Not listening while thinking about what you'll say next. Not listening while checking your phone, just listening. When someone experiences complete listening, when they know you're genuinely taking in their words, considering their perspective, trying to understand, something opens. They share more. They go deeper. They become more themselves. Children especially need this. They need to know that their thoughts and feelings matter enough that the adults in their lives will actually hear them, not dismiss, not immediately problem solve, but truly receive them. What was the best part of your day? Invites something real. What's one thing you're grateful for? Opens hearts. What are you worried about? Creates space for vulnerability. What do you think about that? Values someone's actual thinking. These questions invite people to move from surface to depth. They create space for authenticity, and they work across all stages, all relationships: parents, teenagers, teachers, students, friends, partners, even yourself. Real conversation is available everywhere. It just requires courage. The courage to ask, the courage to answer honestly, the courage to listen completely. When families create space for real conversation, where questions are genuine, answers are honest, and listening is complete, something shifts. Children feel heard. They develop confidence in their own thinking. They become people who can articulate what they believe and feel. They learn that their perspective has value. Families understand each other better, not perfectly, but genuinely. Relationships deepen. Communities become places where people actually understand each other across differences. The gift of conversation is an invitation to move from surface to depth, to create space where real questions are asked and honestly answered, to sit together long enough to really listen. You don't need a special occasion. You just need the willingness to ask something real and the commitment to actually listen. If you're discovering the power of real conversation right now, you're not alone. Share this with another caregiver who might be ready to ask and listen differently too. And be sure to subscribe to the Caston Kids Collective for weekly reflections on connection-centered parenting. And connect with us on social media and visit www.castonkids.com to explore our books and resources designed to help families experience meaningful moments together, because connection changes everything.